What's good, y'all? It's Clyde, aka Archangel Zadell, aka Blac, BLACHART. And don't forget to use the search filter and search for the channel when you're searching for my name, BLACHART, because it's hella people out there that decide to have the name Blackheart. It's part of a psyop, but I'll explain. Right here now, this is how to figure out what energy something is based on the energy of a deep fake, an agent, an industry plant, what's a celebrity, and a psyop, or psychological operation. All of these energies are rarely human beings, but all of these deep fake, agent, industry plant, celebrity, and psyop are also very demonic energies. They are harmful. Demons are harmful. And remember, they can exist in any form of existence that includes physical, the mental plane, and the spiritual plane. So don't label things in your head or your heart, and you will already know what's next. Who's who, what's what. Excuse me. Had a smoothie. Don't label things in your head or heart, and you will already know what's what, what's next, who's who, and any other questions that may arise. Don't you go asking any questions though, because you're not supposed to seek outside of yourself. Why? Because you already have all the answers. You already know what I'm about to say in this video. You're just watching for confirmation because you're doubting yourself. Seek not without, go within. Here's the song, STD, Save the Day, by Blackheart.
I got my flaming sword, shit's about to get dark in this bitch. There they go, there they go. You done lost your magic. Off the surface level, love that face should be the saddest. Ain't a thing I can't have. Please ignore my ghetto grammar. All I smoke is straight gas. I don't play no fucking bammer. Had to borrow, throw a hammer just to do some more damage. Hit me in the fall. Everlasting, it's an end time. Fucking sin time. We gon' win time. Take this as a sign. This whole world mine. Knowing grind, you gon' shine. Bitch will be fine. Be a straight line. I transform and I save the day. Got the weed on my cape, we can blaze. When it ring, you must hear what I say. SCD, put my cape on and save the day. Oh, habits, give it or you bag it. Bitch, it's time to save the day, I don't think you can manage. It's so tragic. You done lost your magic. Off the surface level, love that fake should be the saddest. Never come your way. SCD, I'll save the day. I transformed into God on peace. You'll get here too, just trust me. SCD, I'll save the day. SCD, I'll say today. SCD, I'll say today. SCD, I'll say today.
Blackheart on the beach, y'all. Employ really means to change. It's a spell put on the entire world. The entire world feels a want, a desire, and a need to be employed. Has anybody ever stopped to ask, why is that? Why do we feel the need to be employed? We're seeking something. We're looking outside of ourselves. It's salvation. It's freedom. But it's not, really. It appears like freedom. It's the light. It's the representation of going in the light. Don't go in the light when you die. Don't go in the light right now while you're alive. You don't want to get lost in the information that's supposed to free your mind. It's supposed to free you, really. Allow you to be free. You don't want to be imprisoned again in the thoughts and feelings. That's why we think without thought and feel without feeling and do without doing or do with no action. These are the ways we free ourselves from the bondage of everything that has been placed upon us by ourselves. Now it's time to free ourselves after trapping ourselves. You see what I'm saying? All beings involved with these tasks in the title are employed to change their matter. Now, before I get to that, I have a message from the God of three energies. I have translated into English because I reside in America and our main language is English. If you are watching this video, you are chosen by yourself. Quit your job and have hope and faith in yourself as God from this point on. Time is running out to get on the right path or the yin path. This is a warning from the light of Leviathan. Its soul burns with passion for people with a true love for Earth. We have all been polluting the environment, some more than others. We have all been killing unrightfully, whether that be ourselves or another human being. This includes eating anything that was born instead of grown naturally, disrespecting energy towards Mother Earth, the gates of Heaven, which is her full name. Mother Earth, the gates of Heaven, or hell and heaven put together, because we have hell and heaven overlapping in between two energies here on Earth. That's why we call it the gates of hell. An unrightful murder of another being in any form. Y'all better forgive yourselves for helping commit the murder of thousands of animals, people, and insects. And if y'all have ever eaten meat in any form, you are in the same boat as the demons who hate God's energy. This is just the law of the universe. But we will smartify love. Smartify love. That's how you say it. When you're speaking with words that have spells on them to hide their true energy, it sometimes takes what we've seen in Harry Potter, more than one try to actually pronounce an energy of a word properly. To smite a demon or a harmful energy, smartify love. Smartify love. Every demon on this planet, no matter the form they are in, but we will smartify love every demon on this planet, no matter the form they are in at the present moment. I will be joining the dragon soon. That is all. First, we have deepfake, which is any AI generated form, and this is the most generic idea of what can be AI because it can be mental, physical, or spiritual. It could be all three. A deep fake is just any AI or artificial intelligence generated form. And now these are all examples of different types of deep fakes. Believe it or not, everything we see is really a deep fake. We're all deep fakes. We're all AI generated forms. Because artificial, what does that really mean? To create an artifact. To artificial something means to create an artifact or to create art out of something and to have it be worshipped for many years to come is the energy of that. So that is to say that even human beings and their complexity of what they are really AI generated because the creator itself is AI. It was created. Everything was created by something else. That's part of the deep truth of everything. Everything goes on to create. Everything was created. It's part of the paradox. Even what was unmanifested had to be manifested through a thought. So it lives in the mental and spiritual. Whereas us, for example, we live in the physical, mental, and the spiritual. Because we were created by the unmanifested. And then we create more of us. Or do we all create more of us? Some of us don't create more of us. With all the new genders and the new sexualities and stuff. That's neither here nor there. That's part of the extinction of the human race. That's a new video. But I'm just going to stick to deepfakes right now. Let's move on to agents. An agent or android or a gentlemente legal AI agent is a software program driven by artificial intelligence and a human appearance without real connection to anything spiritual. That's how you tell the difference. You gotta be spiritual. What is no thing? Usually large language modules such as English allow them to exist in any of the Earth's continents. Designed to act autonomously, which just means independently, to achieve specific goals rather than just responding to prompts like ChatGPT. Unlike traditional reactive AI tools that require step-by-step human guidance, these agents can plan, reason, use external tools, and learn from their environment to execute complex, infinite-step workflows with no supervision. They have the AI hive mind in their microchip They have the AI hive mind in their microchip. They're literally on the internet all day in their big ass mental plane, which is actually designed wrong because it's labeled. They had to label it in the AI's mind to make it, but it's not labeled in our mind. Key. To see if they could find a weakness in us. They have the AI mind in their microchip. They're literally on the internet all day with their mental plane to see if they could find a weakness in us. Heed my warning, agents are physical. Industry plan. Possibly an agent, which is really a deepfake too. The shit is deep and all connected like everything else. Like we're all connected, the dark side's all connected. This just may be part of the dark side, but it's all connected. It's crazy. They appear as an artist who gains rapid popularity while posing as an independent, grassroots, or self-made act, but actually has harmful backing, financial resources, and industry connections. These people are physical. Celebrity can be all three of the before mentioned energies, but they are generally reptilian or some other human-hating alien, not to be confused with the dragons of the draconian star system like Leviathan. Reptilians actually come from a star system they call Reprophilia, where they rape and eat their offspring, and it's actually written in their commandments called the reprimandants, where they get the word reprimand from, where they say, I'm going to reprimand you. And that's also where they get pedophilia from, is their star system. A celebrity or celevator can sometimes be a human that lost their way in the world. Once you're lost in the world, you're already under the shadow government's dumb by education spell. And you'll be so under the spell that you won't realize you're under that spell until it's too late. That's right. Education actually leaves us lost in the world more than any other pillar of the shadow government's control and desire. They have 5 pillars of control and desire: business, education, religion, politics, entertainment. Yeah. And they have a spell to go with each one. We fall to these spells of the world because we lost our soul to the shadow government. If any of what I've been saying has bothered you in any way, you do not actually have a soul. This will set a fire burning every self alive in the 144,000 super beings sent to STD, or what they know as STD on Saturday. Thank you all for coming to Earth and leading the game of hell, raising in vibration. If you don't have a soul, you know it now, and you must meditate under command from your divine creator of the love and light, which gives you kundalini, movement, and momentumous. If this hits your heart chakra, let this be the trumpet from Revelations, igniting your phoenix, so that you can rise from water of flames and the valley of the shadow of death, while leaving benefits everywhere you are. A lot of times, scientists resurrect old humans of importance to them and animals they feel are superior to others in comparison and splice their genes together to make a super being. But they just end up making a monster on the inside with human appearance on the outside. These monsters have human emotions and thoughts, but no spiritual understanding. And it shows in their actions. Watch what people do, not what they say or promote, because people will act on truth or what they believe or what they be as a lie to live. Quicker, they will act on truth or what they believe quicker. Watch what people do. Watch what people. What happened? Watch what people do, not what they say. I forgot a comma. Or promote. Watch what people do, not what they say or promote. Because people will act on truth and what they believe always. But they will say or promote anything for a quicker profit than you. Yeah. Let me say that again. Watch what people do, not what this breaks the spell. That's why it's so hard to grasp right now for me and say to y'all. It's breaking the spell. Watch what people do, not what people say or promote, because people will act on truth and belief, which is a lie. Belief is a lie, because in order to believe something, it has to be a lie, because truth doesn't need to be believed. They will say or promote anything for a quicker profit than you can make. Nobody considered a celebrity is safe to be around. Nobody considered a celebrity is safe to take energy from in any way. Stay far away from these types of beings or people, and follow super beings of God who promote balance, not harmful energy, physical and or mental. Celebrities can be physical and or mental. That's right. They just have representations of people on the internet to change your minds about stuff, to push narratives, to create deep fakes. Exactly. Two. Last but not least, we have psyop, or psychic and psychological oppositional operations. These are harmful control and warring information support operations. They say the U.S. military is the highest form of military, but military is just harmful control and warring, or the idea of committing wars. These U.S. military-led actions are designed to influence the emotions, thoughts, and actions of foreign governments, organizations, and the people to support national objectives. These operations utilize diverse media, including social media, radio, TV, and even the air we breathe to affect target audiences. An example, the voice you hear in your head when they do Project Bluebeam, that's a psyop playing on people's religious beliefs, thinking that God is a voice that's going to talk in your head like your thoughts. They're trying to pretend that the thoughts that you hear are God. And they're probably going to end up telling you, hey, the voice that you hear, that's God talking to you every time. No, it's not. It's not you. It's a trick. They're projecting a voice from space satellites into our heads through nanobot technology that have inserted microchips and speakers into our brain. Nano-sized speakers and microchips and nanobots. This is real shit. Psyops can be physical, mental, and or spiritual. I don't know if I said this, but celebrities can be physical and or mental. I gave examples of that, but they can be physical and or mental. And psyops can be physical, mental, and or spiritual. All three. The other one that can be all three is a deep fake. So deep fakes and psyops can be all three. So those are going to be the hardest for people to recognize, because a lot of people aren't really tapped into their spiritual energy yet. Only 1% of the world is really understanding spirituality as a whole right now. We have to get to where truth is common sense. That's what we need. I just want y'all to be able to see things for what they are. So I'm going to keep posting about what I see. Whoever follows, whoever subscribes, whoever listens to what I have to say, whoever can see it as truth, real recognize real. Just know if I have to smartify love a demon, I will smartify love a demon. And that's in any form, physical, mental, or spiritual. 333 shit. Archangel Zadel, the eye to hell. Coming through with the 333 shit. Ooh, baby. Blac HART, signing off, y'all. Let's get it.